Okay, so I figured I'd make a quick video this morning on how they get a tower crane section out from under the turntable so we can come down and eventually dismantle the crane. Right off the bat, what they're going to do is put two tower bolts right up here on the top, and then they're going to pick the whole thing up, and you're going to see in a minute there's a little part of the sun deck down there that they're going to slip up under there, and I'll get a video of that when it's coming to it. Right now, if you can hear that little moaning going on, they're picking me up right now. You see that little gap right down there, and they're slipping that little tray up under there. That's what they're going to do. They're picking me up, splitting the towers right there, and they're going to run that tray up under there and set the tower crane tower back on it, cut the bolts loose on the top up here, and then they're going to run that tower back out. Hold on just a minute, we'll get there. Alright, so right now they've set the tower back down on that little tray, and this guy right here is taking the bolt out that they used to pick the tower section up. So here in a minute they're going to pick the top back up and slide that back out on that tray onto the sun deck. And this part right here that's got the little hardware cloth, expanded metal on it right there, that's called the sun deck. Alright, right now they're picking the upper back up off of that tower, and they're about to start wheeling it out here in just a second. And while they're getting ready to do that, I'll show you the most important part of this operation is having a ballast out there on the tip, or out there about halfway, to balance the crane. If I didn't have that out there right now, I would fall over backwards because of the counterweights. There's so much counterweight in the back, we got to have something to balance the weight out. So that goes on the front, counterweights are in the back, and now we're balanced and ready to jack down as soon as we get that tower section out of the way. Okay, here they go. They're pulling it out. What they've got on the back there, can't really see it, is like two of those boat trailer winches, and they're like hand cranks, and it just pulls that cable, that little cable that you see right there on that's hooked onto the tray there. It's just going to pull it out with that little shiv we've got right there on the end, and you can see where the rust is, and that's where the rollers go on the bottom of that tray there as they pull that tower crane section out. Sometimes they've got to help it with a little bar to get it lined up and help it go over a little bump on the sun deck or something. Once they get it out, they're going to secure it with that little red strap right there. They got one on this side right up here underneath me too, just so it doesn't fall off as we're coming down with the tower section. And hopefully the wind doesn't kick up. If the wind comes up over 20 miles an hour, we have to stop once we get down. But if we're halfway through jacking it, we can't stop. We got to keep going. So pray for no wind today. And that's about it. They're going to be getting that tower crane section out there, and then we're going to start coming down. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.